We are the champions, my friend. Boys, we did it. How you feeling?
Hey, Lockie Schultz never doubted the man, right?
Hey, boys, I don't know who watched the Pies performers, but if you missed it,
Don't watch it.
I said Lockie Schultz is the greatest player to ever play the game of football.
He's the man.
Didn't I?
He's the man.
Yeah, he's the man. Look, it was a game of moments, and my God, we had a lot of good moments there, especially in the fourth quarter, wasn't it?
Still side bottom.
Hey, he broke the curse of only having one good game every 4 weeks. You know what I mean?
Is that two good
good games in a row. Very good games at that as well. Going to get a high rating this week, I reckon.
Jeez, what happened about in the chat?
Let's display some comments.
Let's go, Steve-O. Kynan. JG.
The man, Benny Parsons, all the way from the NZ.
Grand final replays. Now, someone would say it's not a grand final replay, but now that we won,
yeah,
we'll
call it a grand final replay. Yep.
Dixby, none of this tonight. None of this, brother. Come on.
Positive.
Positive.
Big Dylan in the chat as well.
Dylan Alexander, the draft expert.
Go have a suss of his channels, boys, if you haven't already.
That Q tackle was huge.
We'll talk about moments in the game, especially in that fourth quarter. A lot of good moments, but that IQ tackle was definitely up there. That was elite.
And Darcy Moore back to his best, champs? Or what are we saying?
Hey, he's reading the ball well. And hey, that fat side kick into the fourth quarter.
Love that fat side, man.
Good.
Guys, we're on for an hour and then we're going out to enjoy this win because we've had some hardship with the Collingwood recently. So join the fan cams and let's have fun while we can. Fan cams, get in. First in, best dressed. Is Manny still angry? We'll find out.
Yeah.
That's definitely lifted. All right, let's just get straight into it. Kynan's here.
Boom.
Oh, I shaved. Got my moustache going now.
You look different.
Yeah, the moustache.
Massive beard earlier.
Before the game or after the game?
Before. Did it for luck. Didn't do it very well.
It worked.
It worked. 100%. Hey, I have been a Schultz defender since he got listed. You owe him an apology, mate. You owe him a fucking apology.
Come on, apologize,
man.
Apologize. Nah, look, good game. Good game for today. Look, he did.
He franked it in that one.
He did.
Well.
He did. He cannot kick over 40 meters.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Kick.
Huh?
Yeah, no, he can't. He can't. But he can do tricky shit like that.
Hey, man. Look, I don't want to double down on it, but he did absolutely shank that kick into the 50. Lucky he followed it up and got the ball.
Yeah.
But look, two clutch goals. We'll take it. I'll eat the hat. He had a good game today.
You just can't give a compliment without a dig as well.
Look, I've been told I always have to be right.
Exactly.
From many exes.
Exactly.
Well. Nah, holy shit. Cameron is the clutchest ruckman we've ever had.
Darcy Cameron, he said?
Yeah.
Darcy Cameron.
Yeah, mate. What is he?
What
is he, boys? We all know. That's
Kynan, what is he?
He's the GOAT. He's just the best.
Not quite. What is Darcy
Cameron?
No. What are we trying to say? We're trying to say he's the number one intercepting marking ruckman in the game. And today,
all Australian ruckman, all Australian, easy.
Yeah.
Don't care what anyone says. Get Max going out of here. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't nothing on Cameron. Nothing. No, that game was nuts. I think I've lost my voice a bit from it. From yelling.
And we got the win in the VFL as well. So we got the what do you call it when you beat both clubs the same?
It's like a double header win.
Clean sweep.
Joey Richards in the VFL played an ounce. Dude, get Will Parker out. I got to say something. Get him out of the team.
I thought Will Parker was all right without looking at the stats.
No. Don't rate him at all. He gets a 2 in the play performance.
Joe Richards was unreal in the VFL. What, 26 touches and 2 goals, was it, Kynan?
And the goals were nice as well. It was good.
Yeah. 22, and then Finlay McRae, 37 disposals.
Because you're scaring Beanie, bro.
Why?
Good. I don't know. You're acting sus. Yeah. We've got a Carlton supporter in here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to lose tomorrow.
Yeah. Nah, he's gone. He's gone.
Nah. But yeah, Bo McQuarrie, such a missed person, man.
Wow.
He's just such a missed part of the side. The clutch goal, the pressure, the tackling, just everything. Parker was bad. Don't even try to defend him. I saw that. Don't even.
We'll review the tape and we'll get back to you, Kynan.
Yeah, because I thought I did without looking
So
at
many
the
balls. I can't.
Did I miss something in the first quarter?
His first half, he had a couple of sloppy kicks, but in the second half, I feel like he got into it a bit more without having a massive impact. Freddie Jong is in the chat.
Also, how do you put Ned Long as the sub?
We got it. We won, man. Come on.
No. There's so many problems.
It was an interesting one, wasn't it?
There was so many weird calls, but we got the win. So that's fine.
Exactly
right. Yeah, it's just I was shocked. First bounce, side bottoms in the center. I'm like, what? What is this? Yeah, no, genuinely. I looked at it. Great. Yeah, side bottom. Oof.
He almost played exclusively in the middle this time.
I would like to see
it was great.
That's Kleinen. Here's devil's advocate. Ned Long was the sub to allow still side bottom to play more time in the midfield.
Well, do you reckon they put him as a sub as well because they thought they were going to sub Sidey out?
Do you reckon?
That could be a shout speculating here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, they did sub by game.
Yeah, they did. Well, he had no impact really.
Well, the way I'm thinking it is they sub by Tell, so then Sidey goes to the wing, and then Long goes into the center.
So who else outside of Darcy Cameron? Who else did you love, Kynan?
Bro, Nick Dacos, man. Oh, you can't not beat him. He's just something. He's a freak.
What did he end up with? Like 26 disposals without looking at the stats.
26, 2 goals and 1 point.
And in the first quarter, he only had 2 touches. And then Jack Crisp as well only had 3. So they shut us down in the first quarter, and we
overcome. The second quarter, it was all black and white.
Exactly.
And then the third, it was Brisbane, and then the fourth, it was Brisbane until like the last 5 minutes.
Hey, Kynan, that goal from Cameron reminded me of last year in that grand final where we thought, okay, now they're going to run over us, and then we bounced back and did the same thing essentially.
Yep. Here's the Nagoe moment. Yep. That exact clip goes through my brain.
We did this without Nagoe, without Myercheck, without Mitchell. Who else, champ? Help me out. Kynan, help us. Who else is not playing?
Those are the three.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 big ones.
I don't think there's any.
You don't worry about the small fish, man.
Yeah.
No, I genuinely, besides Murphy.
True.
Yeah.
But Murphy hasn't been in all year, so.
He's gone.
Hey, Oscar Elliott did a brilliant job on Andrew.
But Frampton needs to be taken out of the side. I will not defend this man any longer. I will not defend it anymore.
We'll worry about him in the pie performers, I reckon.
Yeah, we can.
Charlie Dean, put him in. Put Charlie Dean in.
Did he? 26 touches, jeez.
17 marks. And 26
He gets out of position sometimes, but we'll save it for the Pies performance. Keep it up.
Georgie, I do remember when I said Bo wouldn't make the final series if we weren't going to make the final series. I do remember when I said Bo McCreary wasn't going to make the final series when we were a lock for finals, essentially. I've gone back on that, okay? You can get things wrong. That's fine. So, as Michelle comes into the chat, W's in the chat.
W's, man.
Yep, I'm going to put one in there too.
Freddie's back. Freddie says some good stuff. He softens us up, and then he leans into this, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
Freddie Jong, what a man. W. Kynan, we've got to keep it rolling, man. We're only on for an hour, so
go for it. I'm gonna go cry.
Enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cry.
Not too
Happy
much,
tears.
Not too much.
Oh, I might go get a bag. Who knows?
There we go, boys. Demonetized. There we go.
Boomer, talk to us.
Hey, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, I could hear you, Boomer.
Well done. Well, what do I say, guys? The black and white spirit. Let's not dwell on stuff in the chat and have fights. It's a great time. A 1-point win over Brizzy. The best stat of all was when you look at time in front. It's about 3 minutes, 10 seconds. But it was the most important 3 minutes, 10 seconds we were in front. I thought we were fucked in the first quarter, but I sat through it. And yet again, consistent with that little piece you put up on the week during the week, Anthony, we love and hate Collingwood. I fucking love them and hate them. And today demonstrates exactly why I thought we were hung out to dry. But Cameron, still the best Cameron in the league, and they reckon I'm on the drunkenness. No, I'm not, mate. He's better than all of them. Jeremy can't do for Geelong what Darcy does for us. We had a fucking ball. I love watching the game, the way we come back. Watching today, though, what's his name? Jesse, the gold, is it the orange guy? 4 goals. Jesse Hogan, mate. He is going to be a real problem for us. So, it's still an outside chance, but as you know, us Pie fans, we remain skeptic, and we're not blue ballers or fucking Bummers fans. Essendon went down the Googler last night. Maybe Carlton will too, and that's the important thing. So anyway, Sidey, now you guys, 2 weeks ago on this channel, I won't hold you, but people in the chat were all saying retire Sidey. I've got a feeling there's a few people eating their hats now, so make sure you get the salt and pepper out, because everybody who said Sidey's got to go at the end of the year, no, Sidey decides when Sidey's got to go. He's now a tagger who gets possessions. Like, fuck, man, that's awesome. So I don't want to hog it, because I reckon there's a few others out there, nice excitement. They're not going to be fucking miserable and drag the whole show down like they usually do when we lose, because we won. But I got one for you. There's a fucking, I'm going to finish on a nice joke for you. And then you're not the target, Caleb, okay? I'm not going to get you this week. I've done enough with you and your big cocks. So there's a fucking couple of aliens out cruising about looking to pick up an earthling to do some fucking experiments and some anal probing on. And anyway, they've gone along, and there's this guy staggering along outside the pub, and they hit him with the beam and pull him up. Next thing, he's awake, and the aliens have got him on the table inside the spaceship. And they've sort of like checked him out, and they put the little brain cap on him. They're going, fuck, this human's really rare. He's got like an IQ of about 200. And they're like, what? They're normally about fucking 100 and 150s like that Einstein. What's the story? This guy's a fucking super brainiac. Yeah, he'd be like a rocket scientist, brain surgeon, fucking astrophysicist all in one. Holy shit. Well, that's an interesting turn up. We've never found a human this smart. Okay, well, we're finished. And what they do is they've taken it off, and they've going to hit him with the neuralizer, the Men in Black thing, to make him forget that he'd been abducted and taken on the ship. And they hit him, and he goes, what are you guys? You aliens? They thought, fuck, this didn't work. So they put the fucking neuralizer again. Didn't work. Right. Apparently, the deneuralizer doesn't work when you're really high IQ. So they put on the debrainifier, and they knock his brain from 200, they knock it back to 50%. And he's still going, they take it off, and he's still going like, what's going on? What's happening here? Fuck, he's still smart. We'll put the brain on. We knock him down to 20%. Take it off. He's still fucking there. Shit, they knock it down to 1%. And the alien assistant says, but dude, if you do this to this guy, he'll be 1% of his brain. He'll probably shit his pants once a week, and he'll struggle to wipe his ass when he doesn't. Like, can you really do this? Look, we have to. We can't blow our cover. Okay, then. So they knock him down to 1% brain capacity, take off his helmet, and he starts going, we are the Navy Blues. Good old Navy Blues. And that's me for the night, guys.
Cheers, Boomer. See you, mate.
Cheers. See you, guys. Have a ball. I fucking love it. Go Pies.
Michal, are you ready?
He normally rips a dart before
where's
he comes. Where's the dart?
cigarro?
He's not in the garage today.
I've got it.
Yeah, do it for boys. Manchester's, huh?
Smoking. I'm going to smoke 2 in a row now just to please you.
Yeah, you're going to have one go into the one in the ashtray. You're going to alternate.
Talk to us, Michal. Talk
you just
to us,
give
mate.
up? You just give up?
We were believing. Now, we have another Collingwood fan in the other room. He said Galanita quarter one. Said it was over. Very pessimistic.
We don't give up, Michal. We really. I don't think have we given up a single game this year when we're watching. Maybe Essendon.
Yeah, Essendon was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was
Essendon
bad.
Was pretty bad. But now you never know. You got to fight to the end, right?
It was like last year vibes. This game, that last quarter, man, just not giving up. Just you could tell the boys were just really playing for the season, yeah. And look, most likely we're not going to make it, but there's enough. Considering all the shit that's happened this year, there's enough highlights. We beat Carlton twice. This game we just saw now, considering all that shit, I can say I'm happy considering all the shit that's gone down. But how about that Q tackle, man? Fuck.
That's his guy.
Gets me
Yeah.
going. That gets me going, man. It was a good tackle and a half. Came out of nowhere. Oh, shit.
Next season,
Hey,
the
mate,
whole season on the wing, mate.
Michali, I know this is going to
Yeah.
be hard with this is a question without notice. Where do you rank that amongst our wins in the last 24 months?
You got
Forget about the
I'm not gonna-
context.
Look, man, I'm not going to let recency bias overdo all those brilliant wins we had, man. Come on, we had some miraculous comebacks, man. Look, it's up there, but we've had some fantastic comebacks, man. Like for the
I find
ages.
Taylor
That
probably
was
top five.
yeah.
Maybe top five, maybe. We'd have to look back at it. But there's so many games that spring to mind. St Kilda gather round. Oh, no, not that one. Sorry. Port Adelaide. Essendon after the siren.
Yeah.
There's too many. There is a lot.
There's a lot. I think moments of like all of us just watching the game together.
That as well.
That's what factors into how you recall a game as well. This is who you're with, what's the environment, and we had a good environment today watching one of the boys' plays, and it was really good. Good win, up and about. A lot of Collingwood supporters, and it was good. Couldn't complain.
Yeah. I have to give myself a bit of a pat on the back. In the pre-game, I put a comment. This is going to be Schultz's redemption game. I wasn't really serious about it, but I'll tell you what, he came good at the end, didn't he? Fucking hell, shooter.
He did.
Oh,
he did.
Man.
At the end.
In the end, he got there. It took him a while, but he's here now, and we never doubted the man, right?
Never.
Yeah.
Never there.
Look, man, with that trade with Ginnivan and the first round pick, you can't judge it after 1 year, man. You gotta, mate. We're not gonna judge that for another 5 years, mate. You look in 5 years from now, what happens? Who knows what's gonna happen? Ginnivan could get busted for coke. Schultz could have a fucking fantastic year next year. Fremantle could pick up a dud. You don't know, man. People jump the gun too much, mate. You got to wait a bit, mate. See what happens. Let it all come into and then you judge it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Look, you get your sample size and see what you have with your sample size. He played like shit for fucking most of the season. He played good today. We'll see how he plays next week. I still believe he can't kick the ball over 40 meters, but a good win today. Can't complain. 2 goals, very nice goals at that. Even though you frankly kicking.
Fucking missed some shots, huh? How many shots did we miss, mate?
Hey, Brisbane though, more. God, they could not. They couldn't hit fucking ball if they fell out of the boat. Like,
we have to acknowledge we had a bit of luck there with Danaher fucking spraying that shot.
Yeah.
That could have buried us, that one. Just like the grand final, man. Fucking Cameron seals it, and then fucking we come back, mate. Beautiful.
No. It was a great win. Great win. Any other players you liked today?
DC, man, just what a year. Unbelievable.
What is he?
Sidey. Sorry?
Oh, yeah.
What is Darcy Cameron
What
this year?
What unbelievable, man. Just he's got to be all Australian. Like I don't watch other ruckmen in every other team, but fuck, man. He's killing it, man.
He really is.
And Sidey. Fucking all of us said fucking Sidey retire last week, mate. Now, as what's his name? Boomer said, mate, 2 games in a row as a tagger that gets his own ball as well. Mate. I wonder who
playing very good. Very good. I know. Yeah. I would like to see.
It'll be interesting to see who they put him on next round against Melbourne. It'll be interesting to see.
Hey, Mick Stay, his competition or his competitiveness in the air today, mate. Like it's just what Collingwood's been missing when it all comes together.
It's the attack on the footy. Like, hey man, he puts his body on the line, crashes packs. Like, even though he knows he's not going to like mark the ball, he'll still come in, make it look like a contest, and let our crumbers go to work, or potentially even get a stoppage. So he's been really good for us. A nice big key forward, shanked a couple of kicks today, but he was still pretty good.
Imagine he played all year, man. Imagine he played from the start, man. Unbelievable. You look at Carlton; they've had Curnow and Mackay every fucking game almost, and look where they are, mate. We've had games where we've had to have fucking Markov up forward, man. Remember that against Bulldogs? What the fuck was that?
Man, don't bring me back to that shit.
No. Let's keep it positive, huh? No, exactly. Very happy tonight. Where he's off to? He's going out. Where he's going?
That is the rumor. That is fact.
Are you interested in joining us, Michali?
Nah, man, I'm too old to keep up with you young fellas, but I've been working all day. I watched the fucking first half on my phone, fucking arguing with my supervisor. Fucking leave me alone, but I just want to watch the game.
I love that.
You know? Yeah. Fucking KO, fucking buffering.
Do you have any juniors?
Sorry?
Or any juniors in your family, or?
No, just me and the wife. Yeah. Just hopefully we'll she can knock one out soon. I'm getting on a bit.
Make it tonight, man. Hey, put big DC in the background, man. Get you done. Get you done. Sorted. Oh fuck.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, Mick.
Right,
I reckon.
boys.
Yeah. You're on it. You're onto it. You're switched on.
Mick, we'll see you next week, right? After big
No
game.
worries, boys. Have a good one. Catch us later.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bear with me.
You just want to
Remove the man.
Yep.
Benny Parsons, give us 5 minutes of your best work. How are you, brother?
Good. I'm good. I don't even know what to say. They just brought back brought back a classic. It was like just classic 2022 Collingwood all over again. It was 18 points down. I don't know if we're gonna come back to win.
Sorry, Benny, sorry, got an important call.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. Come back
And get
back
a few
against
goals.
the ball.
Crazy.
Exactly. It was just an exciting brand as well. Like, felt like our pressure acts were back to it. And as zone, was that the fourth quarter or was it the third quarter where we kept shifting them around? They worked from the left wing to the right wing. Then they ended up going long, like they were trying to pick us apart, and we kept zoning really well. Then they went that LDL down the line, the long down the line, and we were able to turn it over. Got the desired result, which was forcing the long down the line, and we rebounded the ball back our way. Even the zone was pretty good today, and that's something that we haven't been able to do this year because sides have decided to move it quick, but they went slow, which Brisbane like to do, and it worked well.
Sorry, Ben.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I thought I did think the first quarter it just felt so out of shape. Like it felt like we're running in circles that first quarter. I was sort of like, oh my gosh, what are we doing again? It's like, are we ever gonna learn? But that second quarter is probably one of the best quarters that Collingwood has played all year long. We've played some really good games and good quarters, but they just raised the level. And that Nick Dacos, that first goal, holy crap. I bounced it through, just sliced through them and just get that first goal. Oh my gosh,
that's goal of the year if it wasn't for
I don't
Harley
even know
Reid.
what to think about it. Yeah, probably.
Big call.
I'll sit on it, man.
You're gonna sit on it. Let me rewatch it. You guys yippee up. I'm gonna go pull up Swoop's IG and I'm gonna have a good look.
So, Benny,
gosh,
so how are your live reactions in the final 5 minutes? Talk to us about that.
Final 5 minutes, I was watching on my phone, just on the edge of my seat. I think when Lockie Schultz kicked his second goal to bring it back to 5 points, I was going crazy, nearly blacking out. And then when Bo kicked the goal, I was running around the house. And when the final siren went, I normally don't run around, but I was running around, just going crazy. I was like, needed that win. It's just like, it's Collingwood. It's who we are. It's like we never die. That's what I've loved about the past few years, even in our tough times this year, just getting back to the Collingwood DNA is just what I wanted to see. And it makes me proud to be a Collingwood supporter.
You know what?
Even if we make finals or don't make finals.
What I loved about this game in particular is Scott Pendlebury was mostly absent for that last quarter, and we still pulled through. So it's good to see. If Pendles isn't involved at times, we can still get the job done.
Yeah, did get that clutch handball out.
Under the first,
but a large majority
wing,
of the game, to the wing. But a large majority of the game, he was absent. Not large, like in the last quarter. Sorry, misspoke. But I do agree. Let me just pull up the stats in the fourth quarter for Pendles.
And hey, Benny, give me one. Did you? Luke Smith donated $20. The man, we appreciate you. Luke, you got to jump on the fan cams, man. We want to hear from you. One of the Pies footy OGs, one of the big guys.
Exactly. Got to see you on. You got to see the cavoodle up there as well.
Yeah.
But Pendles actually ended with 0 disposals in that last quarter because he did pump the handball out. But remember, Schultz got the free kick, so it doesn't count as a disposal. It was still pretty clutch though. But so no disposals. But it does show signs like, hey, we can still come back and play good without Pendles, which we're going to start thinking about moving forward, and some of the older guys as well. So it's good to see. And Lukey again with the $10 super sticker as well.
Where's Aldin? Lukey, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Really do. We'll have a couple drinks to that tonight, huh?
Yeah, two
Courtesy of Luke Smith. I did put a bet on with one of my mates twice during the game that Mason Cox will kick a goal from his set shot, and both times he missed. So that makes up for it.
It was a bit funny though, because Coxie is normally dead-eye.
Yeah.
And if he misses one, he normally comes back and slots the other one. You double down. Yeah. And it didn't hit, which was quite a surprise. And he's a Collingwood supporter, didn't back Coxie in. But
Noble was good today.
He's better. I feel like Mason Cox is better closer to goal. Like if it's like 40 plus, he seems to struggle. But if he's like 35, 30 meters out, he's like just 9 times out of 10 he's getting a goal. Yeah, one thing they said on the broadcast that I think no one has mentioned yet, Hoskin Elliott on Harris Andrews. Like he did a really good job. They were saying that he was disrupting him really well and he wasn't able to do too much, which is a good thing. So the Swiss Army knife, as they say. So wanted to point that out. And I've said Steele so put him to North. If he does go, okay. If he stays, okay. I'm not.
Well, you're
it's a good experience to have, but
but
I do feel.
Look, we'll see what happens with Sidey. Like we said, the only reason why we're calling for him to head off is because we don't want a North Melbourne where all our older players retire very, very quickly after each other. But we're up and about today. That can be a Pies Performers discussion on Monday. If you guys want to stay tuned to that. We've got 88 viewers in here at the moment. Essentially, we rate every single Collingwood player and we talk about the moments they had, the positive, the negative, the good, the bad, the ugly. And it's all discussed there, and we can really deep dive on some potential conversations.
We dodge no bullets, champs.
We don't. And we make some hard calls, like Lockie Schultz last week. But if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Benny, appreciate you jumping on. We're going to jump over to the next viewer, but appreciate you jumping on.
Sweet. All good. Last thing, Billy Frampton back in the Yarra.
And he's off.
Cheers, Benny.
He's probably in the Yarra. No good. All right, John, are you ready to go? We will add him to stage. The trackpad is horrendous, but
Mr. Dunny.
Hey, boys, how are you going?
Woo! Good.
Yeah, good performance from the boys. I'm not gonna lie, but that first quarter, bit shaky,
a bit nervy.
Yeah, yeah. But Dacos saved us with the few goals in the second quarter, and fucking went on from there.
He kept us in the game when we were down, and that's what goats of the league do, man. They keep you in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Overcome the poor first quarter, didn't let him get down about it, and ended up finishing the game quite strong with 26 touches, lousy 2 goals. Hey, I run it from the center. Oh, I'm cramping, champ. Oh, I'm cramping. Oh, my hammy is gone. Oh, that's all right.
Chances gone.
All right, boys. Active recovery today, but it's all right. I didn't drop to the ground. Oh, some water.
Right off, man.
Man,
Yeah, no, but I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit worried about Darcy Moore throughout the season, but he did well. He did well this game.
Yeah. Darcy Moore was unreal while Caleb's dying from the hamstring. Caleb just played a game of footy and came straight to the boys' house to watch the game. So he's suffering with the hamstring cramp right now. But yeah, Darcy Moore, his last 3-4 weeks, he's found himself again. And hey, when we were all calling for him to be moved or to be rested, McRae persevered. And hey, I mean,
I just want to point out, I was vocal.
You were adamant.
I was adamant that he should just stay in the back line and let it figure out. But look, we moved him around a little bit in that one game, ruck and forward. But hey, he's back in form, reading the ball well. No more double spoils. Not leaving his man as well. Maybe he's just got more confidence in the back line now because we were chopping and changing every week.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Will Parker there today. I felt like he had a decent game. I'll go back and have a look at that. But positive signs for Darcy Moore, and I love that. Fourth quarter, takes the ball on, fat side kick, which we like. So the fat side kick is the opposite side of the ground that you're on where the ball's currently is. So from the left side, he kicked it out to the right side. Took a mark, went back and slotted it. How good?
Yeah, no, good performance. I'm not gonna lie, that pick 6 is whatever the pick is at the moment. I think it's pick 8 for Lockie Schultz. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know either, man. You see me last week, man. I said, fuck the cunt off, man. But, hey, man, he come back. He must have watched it. He must have watched it at 3/4 time.
Yeah. He must have looked at the stream and went, yeah. Fuck, better put up a performance. Sometimes he has that straightforward kick and he just misses like from point blank. But he did well. He did well to secure us that win.
Exactly right.
Hey, man, anybody that impersonates Mark Robinson, I don't take seriously. So get out of here, Slobber. You stink of cigarette. Get out.
Oh, he goes bang.
Johnny, I haven't seen you in the.
What do you fucking do, man? No,
is this your first time on the fan cams this year?
Oh, fuck. Can't hear you. Wait, what'd you say?
Is this your first time on the fan cams, Johnny?
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's first time.
How long have you been around for? Just out of curiosity.
I started watching about when we versed Essendon.
Yeah.
Bloody money streams, man.
You're all over the money streams, huh?
We don't know where the man is, man. Maybe he's out there ripping up Adelaide.
Yeah, man. He's fucking,
maybe I'll go visit him.
True.
I'm there next week.
Say g'day.
He'll make you feel lucky. Hopefully, man.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh god, cold hero. You got anything else for us, Johnny?
Fuck, I don't know, man. Fucking Guinea's looking good, isn't he?
He's looking good.
He's looking good, man.
Who was? Give us a left field performance from today that really impressed you.
Probably Billy Fred. No, I'm just kidding. Not fucking Billy Fred.
Scared me there.
I said, get this man off, man.
IQ was fucking early. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was good. He was nice. Yeah.
Will Hoskin Elliott.
Yep.
Fucking Ned Long when he came on, he was fucking good.
I don't remember much, but we'll have to watch it back, man. Like,
we're up and about.
It was such a blur that last 10 minutes, honestly, for me and everyone that we were with. It just felt, it was a special. Hey, I'll tell you guys in the chat, watching these games with your boys, girls, whoever it may be, I think that is something to be cherished, and it really increases experience. And you got to live. Hey, you got to live through the bad losses to experience these good ones together as well.
Yeah.
So he finished with 5 disposals, 4 kicks, 1 handball for the day, and he came on pretty late into that
4 tackles as well,
and 4 tackles. That's fucking huge. So yeah, look, we'll go back and watch it again just to see how he's moving, but it's good.
Yeah, Rick says as well, Ned Long with some crucial tackles in that last quarter. So 4 tackles in a quarter. hey, he's a tackling machine in the VFL, and it's seemingly carried over in AFL as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, when Cameron kicked that goal at the end,
Did it remind you of the grand final, John?
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking of the grand final, like shit. Fuck, because when Cameron kicked the goal in the grand final, I was like, shit, man. Are we gonna come back from this? And then fucking Dagoi to Dacos to Dagoi, bang. Yeah, nah. Schultz kind of like reflect. Yeah, I reckon Schultz was the Dagoi moment, man.
It was the Dagoi moment straight after, wasn't it?
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Schultz kind of he kind of took the pressure, you know. He did a little soccer and then did the handball.
How good was that little package of play where the boys? I don't know if anyone follows. I'm assuming most of us follow the Instagram page. The boys always warm up with playing a little bit of soccer. It seems like what they're doing at the moment, pre-training session. And then they had that little passage of play where they're all kicking it off the ground. I think there was like 3 kicks off the ground. Like there was a kick back, going back towards Brisbane way. Then someone booted the ball forward. Bit of tiki-taka. Bit of prime fucking basket in there.
Yeah, a bit of Pep Guardiola, man.
Man. Hey, Slobbo, who do you go for, man? You shit kicker. Who the fuck do you go for?
Oh, man. Are we beefing with people?
He's probably a Blues fan, man.
Man. Who the fuck do you go for, you loser?
He's definitely a fucking Blues fan, man.
Oh, man.
Sappy fucker.
You know,
he's salty. He's salty from the previous rounds, bro.
Yeah. Johnny, we had a conversation. We dapped it up. We're like, hey, man, we're going to post-game. If the people swear, that's fine. But we're going to cut it down on the swearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like we fucked that off, huh? We lasted 30 minutes.
We messed up. We can't let it go.
Jeez. Woody, what a game. Huh?
I had Woody in the pre-game show. I was doing fan cams.
Did you?
The game. Woody was all over the data for us. It was
nice, man. He's working on some good stuff. Caught up with Woody yesterday. Nice bloke. He
calls me smoke bomb.
And did he call you out?
He calls me smoke bomb.
Yeah, that's understandable, man.
Yeah.
Understandable.
All right, Johnny, we're going to keep it rolling, brother. Appreciate you joining the fan cams, and hopefully we see you moving forward, man. Appreciate your time.
All good, man. See you,
Cheers,
boys.
Johnny.
Up the pies.
Europe. Woody, join the join the post game as well. Did you get on the fan cams?
Did I post it or did I miss it?
You posted it a little bit ago. Maybe just chuck it in again.
No, I'm posting StreamYard. Nick Allen, are you ready? Nick is ready.
Nick was cutting about last time.
Nick was here last week.
Last time, unfortunately, Nick, you were a little bit later on the queue, and I pretty much watched your whole commute home because we can see you down at the bottom comments. Watched your whole commute home on the train and the bus last time. How are you, Nick? How are you feeling?
Are you at the game as well? Were you at the game as well, by the way?
No, I was watching at home. I'm heading down to the missus' house.
And I'm nice.
I'm on the bus. And,
R.I.P. that tang.
I try to make this quick. I know you got some other people on the queue.
No. We got time for you, Nick. We got time for you.
Okay. Well, I want to go to your first comment about last week about the whole draft thing. Do you think that because you were talking about rebounding halfbackers, do you think Dimitir and TJ could already be that rebounding halfbackers, but we haven't really gave them a proper chance yet?
Yeah, look, Dimitir, I think has been unlucky not to play an AFL game this year, and he does provide a rebounding play. You can see that if you're watching your VFL game of him. In a TJ, so go on, Nick.
So yeah, like you said, last week you mentioned about we need that one in carry off half back. And for quite some time, I was seeing Hammond Dimitir in the back line in the VFL. I really was going to go on this and say, I think we already got the halfbacker that we're already talking about. So I'm pretty sure that might answer your question there. I'm sorry. I really want to get back at you on that one.
No, you're right. I think Nick, the problem has been sorted for now because of Josh Dacos. Really, that's probably why Dimitir doesn't be in right now. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm referring to. Yeah.
I think if that's the spot he can lock down and we can get him a consistent winger, it could be really good for us. yeah, without going too much into it, Josh Dacos is just a complete 360-degree player, so he can play. Pretty much knows his surroundings at all times. Whereas, like, you can kind of split up into a player with a 360 degree. They can pretty much see everything around them, got really good spatial awareness. And then there's also players that is really good in their field of vision, like 180 degrees in front of them. And I feel like having someone like Josh Dacos in the halfback line is very beneficial for us.
Yeah. Nick, just give me 1 second, brother. 1 second, Nick, sorry. Because Void brings up a good point. He reckoned apparently Schultz played in the middle. I'm wondering if he rolled into the stoppages or if did he start in the centre bounces chat? Did Lockie Schultz start in the centre bounce at all? And Nick, did you notice Lockie Schultz starting in the middle at all?
No, he did not start in the middle. He started off in the half forward.
And he rolled.
He kept on.
He rolled up. Yeah.
He pushed up. Yeah, he pushed up the ground so he kind of become that extra midfield. So as soon as the umpire throws the ball up or whatever, he actually pushed up the ground and applied some pressure. So that's why you keep on seeing him going up the ground. So he was already in the half. He was like high half forward ball.
Yeah. Okay. And Luke, Caleb and I are not brothers, but we've known each other since we were 5 years old. So hopefully that helps.
Pretty much brothers.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, may as well be, right, Nick?
Yeah. And another thing is that it was very interesting having Stuart Sidebottom as a tagger. I think we found ourselves a new Levi Greenwood 2.0. If you still remember him, Levi Greenwood. He was one of my personal favourites back then. I really loved the way he tackled. So hopefully he would. I'm just really hoping that those old legs of his can really apply those really aggressive tackles, kind of like the way Greenwood did. If he's going to start tagging.
Yeah, I think it's like I said, it's one of those hard things. Like with the side, is like we want to manage our retirement, but like when you're having games like that, it is hard to kind of push him out the door. And plus, what he's done for the club as well is got to be factored in there as well. But yeah, look, I like it, you could flop and change, man. We flop and change. We do it every week. Like some things aren't set in stone, and he's had 2 good games in a row, and hopefully he keeps building on as well. On top of that.
And oh my God, the first quarter was absolutely shocking to United fans, and I just could not stand. I'm pretty sure everybody's already said it. I could not stand Billy Frampton on Joe Danaher because Joe Danaher was just killing him. I was already shouting at the TV to just swap those direct matches for probably maybe Darcy Moore on Joe Danaher.
Yeah.
So
I think the issue with Frampton is he's probably Danaher does push a little bit. You know, he does get a few push in the backs. And this is me kind of backing him up in the sense of he's taken the front position. So me and Champs are playing each other. If you know there's a tendency of someone who likes to push to get positioning, you set up in front of them so you hope you can get a push in the back, right? That's what I do as a defender. I'm a defender, right? So that's a little trick there. But the issue with Frampton is once the ball is in front and the ball starts going over the heads and we have to run back, hey, I love you. He fucking chokes and he just hugs him.
He turns around.
All he's doing these ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he just shoots himself. Yeah. Whereas he should just be tracking the ball back, like, and then working backwards and crossing your legs over while you're back and hopefully get the punch up. Let's go. But he just fucking franks it. He doesn't know what he's doing, man. He's looking this way. He's looking that way. I don't know what he's doing. He's a bit of Ric Flair. Like, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, I honestly think we should just delist that guy and then go into the draft and look for an actual key freaking player. Yeah. I mean, he's done his job in the he was more like what's his name? Not Ben Brown, the other Brown, number 15. In the 2010 grand final, what was his name again? Lee Brown. That's Lee Brown. No, Lee Brown. Brown. Sorry. He reminds me of Lee Brown just the way how versatile he was. But now he's just like a shadow of himself now. So I think maybe we should do this to him and then go for like a better one because at the moment I just couldn't stand it. But
Sorry, to Void, to your point here as well, it's all about list management at the end of the day. We also kind of don't want to deprive someone of extending their season. And I was going to refer back to North Melbourne because they did cook that so hard. They got rid of Boomer Harvey. They pretty much got rid of him, and they brought in a packet of chips for him. And he could have easily played for another 2 years and breaking the record, go up to 400, right? Like he was not 400, yeah, 500. You know what I mean? So, but he could have kept on playing, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, he could. Yeah, he could have. I'm kind of glad that he isn't, because he would have been a very difficult matchup. If you remember back in 2013, he just kept on annihilating us up forward when we went up against North Melbourne at some stages when we were like at our lowest in the Nathan Buckley era.
Nick, how old are you? You've got incredible memory recalling some of these moments from years gone by.
Well, I've been a Collingwood reporter since 2010. My family wanted me to become a Brisbane supporter, ironically, but they gave me some merchandise. But me, I'm a musician, and I wasn't really watching footy. I was more busy doing music type of stuff. And then the missus said that and then my ex-girlfriend said that she wanted to watch the start of the 2010 season, where we first I think it was the Bulldogs, and then I was starting to get into the AFL, and then that Richmond game into around 17 in 2010, when just point that my knowledge of it, when Alan Didak sells a bit of candy, a bit more candy, and then does the shimmy afterwards. And that's it. Since that game, I just became a full-on Collingwood supporter, and then following that on to that grand final, I was just non-stop with them. So I've been through their highest and that, and then their lowest with the Buckley era. You know what I mean?
Yeah, awesome. Exactly right. Well, we appreciate you jumping on, Nick. We'll go on to the next viewer in James as he rolls up a Durry. I hope it's a Durry.
I know, as I take it off.
But cheers, Nick. Appreciate it. Use protection when you go see your missus tonight, because I know you're going to be up and about and excited, all right? And there we go. He's off. All right, James, you good? Give us thumbs up. Yeah, he's good. He's talking. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. It's good to rejoin us after a nice close win tonight. I mean, wow. The first quarter, I've got to be honest, I was pretty concerned. Very concerned. As the game went on, I was like, Dacos had me up off the couch yelling at the TV. That last 10 minutes, though, oh, my God.
Talk us through your emotions throughout that 10 minutes. Talk us through it.
So, as I say, I try to sort of sit here, watch the game. I get pumped about it, but this was, I'm sure the neighbours know who I barrack for. It was one of those games. I'm literally up, fist pumping, yelling at the TV. Man, that was epic, dude. And how about that Lockie Schultz?
Hey, man, he had a good game. He had a good game, man. He had a good last quarter, which actually led us to the win. So, look, all right, it's hard for me to say. I'm very, like I said, man, a lot of my exes said, you always have to be right. And I'm like, you know what? That's facts. That's facts. But, look, he had a good game. 2 clutch goals.
Yep.
Even though he fucked that inside 50 kick, but hey, it doesn't matter.
Totally. As I was saying last week, I think that I just got a feeling about Lockie Schultz, man. I think once he settles into the team, he's going to become a valuable player. He shows that, he's got that strength, that determination. He's not scared to throw himself at it. There's actually other players that I'm more worried about than Lockie Schultz.
I think the only reason why I doubled down and a lot of fans doubled down is because we gave away our first round draft pick for him, which is going to be number 7.
And I totally get that. As you guys had really good points about that. And as I say, I'm not totally watching the numbers. I'm just looking at the game. I'm watching how it's all panning out, and just looking for that. I really do think it's the spirit of the players. That you can't register it with data. It's the thing that will it can sometimes determine the outcome of these games. It's like the the belief tonight. Like say last 10, 15 minutes of the game, it's like, oh my God, like I'm sitting there, like please, even though where we're sitting, within the season, it's going to be tricky. Obviously, I'm hoping for somehow Carlton to lose the next 2 games. That'd be great. But it's it's just good to see the boys get up in such circumstances. Nick Dacos, I mean,
Him.
What a freak! I mean,
Nick Dacos's pronouns, James, are him.
Timothy
Dacos.
Jeez, he's elite.
He's a freak, dude. Like I always say, like watching the game because Pendles is my favorite player. But you got the GOAT out there with the kid, and the kid will eventually be the GOAT. It's
much like the Bucksy to Pendles transition, isn't it? Like
that's it, dude.
But doing the relay.
Yeah,
that's it.
And James, I think you mentioned it before, and I just want to bring it up quickly because Lachie Schultz, although he hasn't had the season we've hoped, and we might get more from him in the coming years, fine.
Yeah.
But what you can't knock, and similar to Darcy Moore with his form slump this year, is they never looked like they didn't care. Like you can see them trying. You can see Schultz tries. You can see Quaynor was being down when he kicked that goal. You can see in their celebrations how much they care and in their effort. Obviously, unfortunately, the skills and decision-making matters, but the foundation is the care factor. And Collingwood Football Club, every single player in that team, I can't knock a single player for their care factor.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's really it. And that's what elevates our game and the other players, the energy, because it's like the way we respond when the Collingwood chant goes up. And admittedly, that's been happening less and less, I feel, this year. And in part, I just think it's due to, the way that the games have sort of, kind of been played. And to be honest, as I sort of touched on last week, there's that synergy that we had last year. It's you can still sense that it's there, but it's not quite the same. That having that belief in yourself, and it's not just belief. You need the skills to back it up. But I think that belief then sort of moves on to like them going, yeah, we can do this. And then you get players that you might not normally see stepping up and doing something amazing, like and again, I'm not sure what this talk, not necessarily with you guys, but with other people in general, about side bottom. I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. Like he is that player that when you need him will step up. I
want to add to that, James. Add to that, James, by the way, with side bottom. When he's played on ball, that is fundamentally his best position. He is compensating by way of allowing other players to play in the midfield. But last couple of weeks, Fly has clearly noticed, no, Sidey, although his age, although he's seeing the rest of his career out, his best footy still resides in the midfield. And he needs to remain there. That's his best position. I'm sorry.
No, look, I agree with that. I just think he's a highly useful player. There's obviously lots of talk, going on about what players should go where. It's this time of year, and I understand that. Also I've heard other people, again, not just you guys, talk about DeGoey. I'm like, that's ridiculous. We need that
with the guy. It's kind of like a little bit of flirting, right? Like you're just flirting with the idea. Like you're not going to commit to it, but you're kind of flirting with the idea just because like you can't stay healthy at the moment, but you still want that type of ball winner on your side.
Yeah.
But you're just flirting with the idea. You know what I mean, Champs? Yeah.
It's like I say, I get it, and like I say, that always pops up this time of year. But yeah, it's like I say, it's interesting. That's what I enjoy about what you guys do, and a few other people who I follow and listen to as well. Is I get different perspectives on what people think, what players are capable of, whether they should move on, whether they should stay, whether we should develop them. I always get a little bit concerned about, not all, but some of the younger players tonight. Not tonight, but in general, and watching tonight was one of those things where I was like, please give it to someone who can handle the job.
But
that's the thing, again, sort of like Schultz and a couple others out there, it takes a while for them to really find their place. I've watched that with many players over the years who've started off not necessarily being that great. And then once they, they're comfortable enough to go, I deserve this spot, like I'm ready to take this on. And then it turns into something amazing, But yeah, look, it was a great win. I'm really happy about that. I'm looking forward to the game with Melbourne next week. I'm hoping, obviously, we can scoop up the 4 points and maybe Christian Petrarca while we're at it. Yeah, that's right, I said it. And let's see where this goes. We might have a chance.
I think Petrarca signed an extension. Maybe I was mistaken. Someone at Footy told me that. But as well,
Really?
James, I know you're not an analytical guy when it comes to football. But if you do tune into the Pie Performance, I will reach out to Woody. And I'm going to ask him, Woody, if you're still in the chat. If not, I'll just DM you on Instagram. He's a data freak. He's got a YouTube channel. Watch that, especially his super goal video. He pretty much says, outside of the 50, if the super goal existed, how the results would change. Kind of like the 3-point line in the NBA, how it only used to be a 2-point line. What if we were to transition to a 9-point super goal situation? But I'll ask him, if you tune on the Pie Performers, what is Sidey's stats if he plays above X amount of centre bounce attendances this year? Yeah. So about 50%, I'll say off the top of my head, and I will see what the data is like to see how good Sidey's been, because that's what we feel. And we'll see if we can back it up with some data as well, if you guys tune in. And if not, we'll simply and we'll maybe post a short on it.
Maybe Pie's footy data, we can maybe figure it out. We'll give it a suss. But
yeah,
James, give us a left field performance that really took you by surprise today. So we've already got Lockie Schultz, we've already got Isaac Quaynor, we've already got Dan McStay, we've already got Nick Dacos, we've already got Darcy Cameron. Give us something else.
Damn, not leaving me with much there, to be honest. Like they were kind of the main things I saw. What else did I see out there?
What about? Tell me about Jeremy Howe.
Oh, mate, look. Okay, this is going to be a wild one. Jeremy Howe's one of those players I'm concerned about.
Really?
Yeah. Again, like the data might tell a different story, but I just feel like. He gets ball kick out, bam, straight to the opposition. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Open opportunities. Someone relatively close. Takes the long shot straight to opposition. Jeremy Howe, every now and then he shows me that form that I used to see from him many years ago. I'm sure he's still got it in him, but he really is like Darcy Moore for me personally, like a couple of players that I'm just like, what's going on here? So there's a bit of a hot take for you.
Yeah, look, do I agree with you? No. Do people probably disagree with my Schultz comment? Yes. So look, I respect that, but what I give with Howe is like, just his intent to come across for an instant mark or late in the game. He was like in the forward line and fucking jumps fucking over a tower pretty much. How high was that really late in the game? Pretty much got on someone's shoulders and just brought the game down, right? Like those are intangibles that you can't factor in of a factor in the game. And also on top of that, okay, that's his X factor, right? Like you can't replace him with a Will Parker. Will Parker's not going to come in and jump on heads, right? And crash packs or come across for a big spoil. And that's what makes Howe really good.
Yep.
I'm happy to take any opinions here. We both are. And, I'm sure heaps of people disagree with the shit we say as well, huh? Yeah. Maybe Bo not being selected in the final 22 of finals, which might come true if we don't make the finals. So, or my take was Schultz. Maybe I jumped the gun.
Oh no! And like what I'm sure there's plenty of people who disagree with what I say, and that's the interesting thing about football, right? We're all watching the same thing, but we're all seeing something kind of different, and I sort of enjoy that insight from different people. That's football, right?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, James. But my big thing is I like watching sides where you can see like not necessarily a big moment, like one of my best thing about today, and I already said it before, but was when we were able to shift our zone across, and they were just working the ball across Brisbane, and then they forced the kick to long down the line, and then we ended up getting the turnover. Yeah. Like that's not really it is crucial, but it's not a big part that where people will remember. But for me to get that stop, that's a big tick in my books.
Yeah.
And like people probably like, hey, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But for me, that's something that I really get excited about. It's
no,
a very good
you're exactly right. I mean, that's the nature of the game. I mean, it's kind of like when you start watching football, you're just focused on who's kicking the goals, and after a while, you realise, you're watching long enough, and you realise it's coming down to what's coming out of the centre, and the moves that are taking place immediately after that. So that's kind of just sort of footy well enough to know that how crucial those things like you're talking about are, because they are. Like
it's like people talk about Nick Dacos, his kicking ability and stuff, but his running patterns is the biggest thing that I love. Doesn't give up a play, able to run here and there and still impact the ball, and he's smart with the way he runs, and that's what I love.
Yeah, like I say, freak. He's just a freak. Like, I love the dude. Seriously.
James, we appreciate your time, brother. We're going into the last 5 minutes of Next Fan. I appreciate you having on for the first time, I think.
No, was here last week.
Last week. Remember, we talked about Big Data. He's Big Data guy. I've been enjoying these drinks a little bit too much, James, but we'll see you next week, right?
Hey, you know who your favorite person is, huh?
See you, mate.
This man.
Cheers, James. All right, next. Lucky, the last but not the least.
Or the least.
And first time, but very, very prevalent in the Pies footy community. How are you, brother?
First timer, yes. I'm glad to be here. What an amazing game. Dad and I were just sitting down at lunch, and he asked, like, you want to head down to the footy tonight? Absolutely. And I'm so glad I did. Those last
Did you go Sinex, did you say?
Yeah, I was at the game, yeah.
Tell us about the energy in that last 10 minutes at the ground.
Honestly, when Joe Danaher took that mark inside 50, I thought it was over. I think we were already 3 goals down.
Was anyone leaving?
No one was leaving. But one thing I did notice the whole game, the behind goals, the Collingwood was pretty empty, to be honest.
Really?
Which was unfortunate. And the whole time, not many chants at all. I don't think I heard one Collingwood through the whole game.
That win will get the chance going, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah, need to pick that up, I reckon. But yeah, when Joe Danaher took that mark, I was pretty down about myself, to be honest. And Lachie Schultz came up to be my saviour, which I was very happy about. And another clutch goal from Bo to seal the deal.
Yeah.
No, I've been hating on Lachie Schultz a lot. Obviously, there's like no point in trading him. He's already lost all his value. But
you wouldn't trade him. You'd sign him in.
Obviously not.
Just hope but he comes to form. And look, this week, last quarter, clutch. We needed that from him.
Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah. Good of him to step up to the plate.
Yeah, exactly right. I don't know, man. I saw every time he got the ball, I'm like, oh, man.
You get nervous, but hey, these are the type of moments where it's like, okay, now we can trust Schultz a little bit more in those moments.
And exactly to that, earlier this year, Noble. A lot of key turnovers in bad spots result into goals for the opposition. Today,
Reliable. How good was he?
Hit that hit switch into the center corridor, hits Schultz, actually. Right? Which is good to see because we're getting a little bit more faith in Noble. And hopefully the same thing happens to Schultz. I want, obviously a Collingwood fan at heart, I might have a call like that I did last week, but I want to be wrong.
Yeah,
I don't want to be correct about Schultz fucking not going to be able to perform up to the plate.
100%.
So I'm happy he actually was good in the second quarter, even though I have to eat a bit of a hat right now. But it is what it is.
I do remember though, 10 minutes before his goals, he dropped an absolute sitter in the goal square, chest mark, and it cost us a bit. And that's why I thought it was over. But he brought it back, and I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, it was good. What anything at the game that you saw that we probably might not have seen watching at home? Anyone you like we said last week, I'm not sure if you tuned into the pod performance, but we gave Lipper, is he doing a lot of gut running? We're not too sure. We don't see it on camera. And we go look at the stats, and he's run 16 Ks, most repeat efforts in the game. And we've bumped up the score because that's not a tangible thing you see on TV. They're following the ball around. Is there anything like that you saw today? Maybe Lipper. Did you see Lipper running around a lot? And he did have a good game. He got a lot of shovel hand passes, got a good attack. Good
kicks inside.
But yes.
You reckon? You rated Lipper's game?
Well, on the TV, he looked good.
I thought his kicks going inside 50 were good.
Just looking at the stats now.
He had 16 disposals. I'd have to the champion data isn't on AFL app. But what did you see from Lipper at the game?
Stuff. Lipper, he's been a bit down past few weeks. I think just his handballs have been a bit sloppy sometimes. Often going to not going to advantages. I'd say.
I've got a question quickly. Shout out Kev in the comment, one of the Pies footy faithfuls. But what we see on camera, and it's going to be in regards to Frampton, right? He is out of position, and I talked about it before about him taking front position. Did you see anything positive about Frampton or negative, or why he seems to be getting out of position, or did he do good stuff that wasn't shown on TV?
Honestly, not that I saw. It just seemed like, and this isn't just for Billy. A lot of the time, because of our zone, players are playing catch up, and just not sticking close enough to our man, and Billy just ends up too far in front. Honestly, I'd say be goal side with Danaher, because every time he's just gets too far in front, and as you said, he turns around and gives him a hug, and it just doesn't do much for us. Lovely to see you.
Silence, mate. You sound like you might. I don't know if you play any footy, but you've nailed that to a T. When the ball is moved quickly by Brisbane in that game,
need to be on their back shoulder.
He panics running back to goal, and he gets into the right position, but he just continues to hug fucking Joe Danaher. Why not turn around?
Jerking him off.
Turn around and fucking spoil the ball.
I reckon it's because he's not tracking back how we you kind of side on. He's tracking back this way and looking back, and he just gets out of position that way. But the thing is with the zone is you just kind of take the closest person to you. So that's maybe why some players are out of position, because let's say I'm on Danaher, but I'm up the ground. You're not going to run back 30 meters and take Danaher. It's just whoever is the closest person. But
also
go on, Sinex.
When you're when it's in their half back, they're half back, so they're getting a bit of a rebound going, and they're just able to switch it across so easily and get around the other side. That just really pissed me off when the players just aren't close enough to their man.
I will say, and we'll finish this note, Sinex. I don't mean to cut you off short, just because we've got to be out and about and enjoy this win. But what I noticed in the last couple of weeks is teams are accumulating uncontested possessions against us, but they're not doing much with it. We saw many times Brisbane today. They'll have a few kicks, they'll work it up, but what kills you when teams work it up is that handball receive.
Yeah, the A2.
How many times would they end up just kicking the ball long?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the zone, boys. You guys, they're talking about Brisbane. The commentators are going, "You're at the game, Sinex," but this is why they're the number one uncontested mark team, right? But they are shifting the ball in their back half uncontested. That's not at the point of the zone. You don't want to press up and overcommit when they're just switching it side to side. It's all about blocking off dangerous 45 kicks and meters to advantage for the opposition. And that's why I keep harping on about that fourth quarter play where we were able to get that long down the line and fucking force the ball to go our way, because that is what the zone is about. It's about setting up well. If you're not getting the instant mark, the ball's coming back your way or stoppage. So that's what I loved about the zone, and it was working pretty well today as everyone's cranked up again.
No way.
Yeah.
Sinex, sign us off, brother. Give us something.
Give us a hot take. Next week against Melbourne. Score prediction.
Boys, I don't know. I think I might be booking flights up to the Gabba for finals, I think.
Let's go. 5v8. We run it back with Brisbane. Let's get our third win against them.
Absolutely. Get the hat trick.
Let's
I'd love to see it.
Hey, everyone in this chat, fucking enjoy tonight. We deserve it. Go Pies.
Brother, deserve this.
For sure.
What a now.
Thanks for having me, lads.
All
good Sinex. Luke Smith, you're a funny cunt as well. All right. Laters, boys. Enjoy your night. Yeah. Use protection. Protection.